Okay, let's just dive right into this. If you're young, you're ambitious, and honestly, if you're just tired of being lied to about money, well, this explainer is absolutely for you. Because here's the harsh truth, and it's a tough pill to swallow. The system is designed to keep you broke. Seriously, it wants you feeling rich for exactly 1 week on payday, and then completely skint by the end of the month, just desperately waiting for that next check to clear. Literally, being broke is basically like being stuck in quicksand. The harder you work just to pay your bills and merely survive, the deeper you sink into this trap of owning absolutely nothing. It's exhausting, right? But what if I told you there's a simple formula to escape this? Seriously, a real way out. I call it the 25-15-50-10 rule. And full transparency, this is the exact framework I used to become a multimillionaire. No gimmicks, just a system. So, let's break it down. Stage 1, 25% growth. This right here, this is the money that goes to work for you. You're allocating 25% of your income strictly, and I mean strictly, to growth. You see, 99% of people are trapped simply because they don't own anything of value. Think about it. Entrepreneurs own businesses. Investors own assets. If you actually want to get rich, you need to start owning a piece of the pie yourself. Think of the global economy like a giant layered cake. The people at the bottom, they just get the crumbs, literally just enough to survive. While the people at the top, yeah, they own the entire bakery. So how do you get to the top? Well, you need to buy assets that actually increase in value over time. What does that look like? We're talking about things like index funds, real estate, or even investing in high-income skills for yourself. That's how you level up.
Let's look at a quick comparison here to put things into perspective. Think about two guys, Joey and Kai. Now, Joey, he saves his extra cash under his mattress, just watching it lose value to inflation every single year. Not a great strategy. Kai, however, Kai consistently invests his 25% right into the S&P 500, and he starts doing this at age 20.
The math on this is absolutely undeniable. Thanks to the magic of compound interest, Kai ends up retiring as a multimillionaire, while poor Joey, he's still forced to work at 70 years old. That right there is the sheer power of putting your money to work instead of just hoarding it. Moving right along, stage 2, 15% stability. I like to call this the invisible shield. Here's the thing. Most people don't actually have an income problem. What they have is a stability problem. Just picture this for a second. Imagine you're driving to work on a Tuesday. Everything's fine. And suddenly, bam, your car engine completely blows up. Total catastrophic scenario. Now, if you don't have an emergency fund ready to go, what happens? You're forced to take out a high-interest loan just to fix it. And suddenly, you are exactly like a sandwich being squeezed from both sides. The bank wants their crazy interest payments, and meanwhile, your normal everyday bills are still piling up on top of that. It's suffocating. So to avoid that terrible squeeze, you need to build a 15% stability fund, and you need to park it in a high-yield savings account. The rules for this account are totally non-negotiable, okay? It must have zero risk, it must be easy to access, and it has to be constantly earning interest for you. Here is the exact blueprint to make this happen. Every single time you get paid, you're going to execute a paycheck sweep. This automatically moves that 15% straight into your stability fund. Doing this creates that invisible shield around your wealth before you even have a chance to spend a dime of it. All right, stage 3, 50% essentials. This is all about capping your lifestyle, and it is absolutely critical to the whole blueprint. Check out this shocking stat. Did you know over 60% of Americans who earn over $100,000 a year are still living completely paycheck to paycheck? Crazy, right? You might be wondering, why on earth is that happening? Well, it's because of lifestyle creep. People get a nice raise at work, they immediately go out and buy a flashy new car on finance, and boom, they instantly become broke again. So let's be really clear on what essentials actually means here. We are talking about the basic things that keep you alive. Literally a roof over your head, basic groceries, and keeping the lights on. It definitely does not mean a brand new financed Mercedes, and it doesn't mean a daily $5 coffee either. If you genuinely want to build wealth, you need to ruthlessly cut the fat. House hack if you need to, buy a reliable used car instead of something shiny and new. Just keep your basic living costs strictly under that 50% mark. And hey, whenever you are tempted to buy something shiny that you don't really need, use the 7-day rule. It's simple. Wait 1 full week before checking out your online cart. Most of the time, I promise you, that initial dopamine hit completely fades and you realize you never actually needed the thing in the first place.
And I really want to emphasize this exact point. You must rely on rules and systems, not willpower. Because when you're tired and stressed, your willpower will fail you. It happens to the absolute best of us, which is why having this system in place is a total game changer. All right, finally, we've reached stage 4, 10% rewards. Allocating this final 10% is absolutely crucial for preventing burnout. Because let's be completely honest with ourselves for a second. If you just save, save, and save, you are going to burn out. Living on a strict budget without any fun whatsoever is just miserable. So, you take this last 10% and you put it into a joy jar. You spend this entirely guilt-free on things that actually bring you happiness and create memories. I'm talking about a fun ski trip, maybe a really nice dinner out, or funding a hobby you love.
By doing this, you aren't wasting money, you are literally investing in your mental health. Because at the end of the day, wealth isn't about hoarding every single penny until you're too old to actually enjoy it. No, it's about having the freedom to experience life on your own terms today, all while securely building for tomorrow. The system is designed to trap you, but now you have the blueprint to break the chains. The only question left is, are you going to stay in the quicksand, or are you going to start building your escape today? If you're ready to start building, hit subscribe, like, and share to keep growing your wealth. Thanks for watching.